You know how we had to start out NBA 2K22, baby. Roll the freaking intro. What is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another video as of today. And today is going to be my very first NBA 2K22 rebuild, so I'm really excited to hop into it. Of course, if you guys don't know already, my favorite team is the Chicago Bulls, so we're going to be rebuilding the Chicago Bulls today. This is the first time that I've touched MyNBA, or whatever you want to call it. So this is the very first time that I've seen it. So it'll probably pop up with a bunch of tutorial stuff, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to get this video out here for you guys, and I'm really excited for it. I truly am. But before we get into it, I do want to try to hit that 500 subscribers by the end of NBA 2K22. If you guys could hit that sub button for me, hit that like button, drop a comment, all of that would help. So please do that for me, you guys. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. Like I said, we're rebuilding the Chicago Bulls today, and I know that they added a bunch of different things. So for example, it's going to tell me about everything already for this player, or about just this list in general. But as you guys know, the Chicago Bulls have made a lot of moves recently. They went ahead and picked up DeMar DeRozan in the offseason. They also got Lonzo Ball in the offseason. They got Alex Caruso in the offseason. They still have Patrick Williams here. And then they picked up Tony Bradley. They traded Lauri Markkanen and some other assets for Derrick Jones Jr. They got Alize Johnson. That's one of their most recent pickups. I don't really know if he will be playing for us, but you never really know. They still have Troy Brown Jr. from last year. What trade was that last year? We got him halfway through the season, so I think maybe the Vucevic trade? No, because it was through Washington. Oh, so it would have been the Daniel Gafford trade. And then I guess we have Matt Thomas. I don't know if that one is 100% accurate. It definitely could be, but I'm not really sure. And then we just drafted Ayo Dosunmu this year, so very, very solid. So I like the way our roster looks. I really do. I'm very happy about it as a Bulls fan, but at the same time, there's still a lot left to do. So it looks like the way the coach is wanting to do things is run Lonzo, LaVine, DeRozan, Alize Johnson. Ooh, sorry, buddy. That's not going to happen. We are definitely going to go ahead and give Patrick Williams that starting power forward spot. I'm totally cool with that. And then Kobe White coming off the bench, Caruso coming off the bench, and then I guess Alize Johnson and Tony Bradley. Actually, I guess we could just do it like this. We could get Derrick Jones Jr. some of those minutes because I feel like he's a little bit better off anyway. A little bit younger too, I think. I guess Alize's only 25, but I don't know. They're kind of similar when it comes to their overalls, their ages, stuff like that. So don't want to dive too much into it. Obviously, Billy Donovan is still our coach. Definitely a pretty good coach, I would say. Pretty good coach. So we'll turn on play physical defense. But I did want to go ahead and take a look at my staff. This was something that they did just add to 2K, and basically what it is they have a bunch of different positions just in general. So for example, positions to fill, I guess I should say. So for example, that we have a governor now, which is not something that they had before. They have the GM, they still have the assistant GM, they still have the CFO. So our front office is completely filled. We have our head coach in Billy Donovan, and then we have our shot doctor, who is Josh Longstaff. We have our guard guru, who is Mo Cheeks. So not too bad, but we do need to go ahead and fill in some of these other positions. In future rebuilds, I probably won't show this because it will more than likely take quite a good amount of time. But at the same time, I just want to kind of show you this because I do think it is kind of cool. Where is the big man coach? Okay, so is it here? Head coach. Does it go in order? So, no, it doesn't. Okay. So there's shot doctor, guard guru, wing whisperer. No, there's big man coach. Okay. So we do want to just get the best big man coach available. It looks like, oh wait, that's not a big man coach. So we don't really have a whole lot of options. We really don't. Looks like one of these two is probably going to be the best. This guy looks a little bit more balanced. And you can also see by like I guess like directly underneath me, you can see like the ratings and stuff for like their stars, if they have good potential, if they have good offensive coaching, good defensive coaching, stuff like that. So it is really cool. I truly do like it a lot. It's different. It's definitely different. So next we'll try to find a post defensive coach. Oh, there is none left. There's no post defensive coaches left? That can't be right. There it is. Okay, yeah. I don't know why it was doing that. That was very odd. But, oh well. So, we have a couple guys here. But if we're looking for post defense, why do none of them have any defensive stars? That is a very weird thing that I don't really know how to feel. Okay, so it looks like this guy's probably the best. Or I guess you could go with this guy. He's a younger post defensive coach, so he might develop into something a little bit better. For perimeter D coach, why not get someone that has the same last name as me? That'd be pretty cool. But I will look and see if there's anyone better. So perimeter D coach here. We want someone, just whoever has the best defensive ratings, honestly, just to be able to help us out just a little bit. So it looks like this guy, Keon Williams, is going to be the best option here. And then, so we just need a wing whisperer. And then we should pretty much be set, I think. So if we switch it around here and go down to wherever wing whisperer is. Right there. Okay. So we definitely, for a wing whisperer, we definitely want the highest. Has politely declined your offer. Okay. So you definitely, especially for like offense, you want the highest, or for like a wing, you definitely want the highest offensive ability. That's, obviously a no-brainer. None of these guys want to come because we don't really have any money. But I did see somewhere that whenever we were reading through that article, basically, if you don't fill in that position, it just takes away half of what your head coach's ratings are and transfers them over. So we might just keep it where it's at for now, because I think our wings are pretty solid. I mean, Zach LaVine is a very good, very good player. So I don't know. We could go. So it looks like a lot of these guys are pretty decent. But I think I would want someone with a decent amount of influence. Oh, this guy. Oh, wait, that's a foreign scout. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and try to sign this guy, and he does end up accepting it. I want to get one foreign scout as well, and it looks like this guy is very solid. But I don't have any money left. So, okay. So, it's not looking like anyone's going to sign with us, and that's okay, because it looks like our head scout is decent. He does have a lot of potential, so he's a little bit younger. But anyway, okay, I thought that was a really cool little thing. The other thing is conditional training. Create simple command. Okay, so garbage time. Subs out starters at the end of a blowout. So if we're up by 12, I guess we'll just name it garbage time. Or we'll just name it garbage. I don't know. Okay, so if in the fourth quarter and the score difference is 12 or, well, I guess greater than 12, then the lineup equals the bench. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. That was literally like a coding thing, but, that was pretty cool. So we do still have the mentorship here. I think that the mentorship is pretty solid. We definitely want to try to get some of our younger guys there. So I guess since Patrick Williams is more of a 3-and-D guy, I guess we could we could try to get him some of Lonzo's badges because Lonzo's obviously a very good defensive player. So we could give him pickpocket, we could give him clamps, and we could give him menace. I think that menace is actually going to be a pretty solid badge this year, in all honesty. So our player mentorship is set up. We'll go to individual training because this is now the new training camp system. So instead of at the end of the year, you can go to a training camp and send them to have potential or whatever. This is the new way to do it. So kind of stinks, but at the same time, this is the new way to do it. So I haven't really figured it out yet. I truly haven't, because this is the first time that I've actually got my hands on it and tried it. So we'll go to skills training focus. The players will train towards the player type that you choose. They will see the best gains training towards a type that is more compatible with them. Okay, so let's go ahead and send it to, we'll send him to power forward camp, and we'll send him to two-way? Okay, cool. So I guess it really is that simple. Sure. I mean, we'll go ahead and send him to that. That seems pretty easy, actually. We'll go ahead and try sending Io to offensive camp. Who's some other guys that I would like to send Lonzo to offensive camp, because if he can get to be a better offensive player, then he could be very dangerous. So truly, I'm just having fun with some of this stuff, you guys. All my future videos, you guys won't see all of that, except for maybe the training camps. But I won't be showing that too often. I just kind of wanted to see what all it was looking like, and just wanted to see how everything was going to go. But we're going to go ahead and sim. I will see you guys at the end of the year. So apparently at the end of year one, we were actually a pretty decent team. It looks like we were first in the conference, first in the power ranks. I don't know what our actual record was, because you can't really look unless you scroll over to a different page, stuff like that. We went on a little bit of a losing streak towards the end of the year, which makes me a little bit nervous, but overall we played really well. I think we went on a 10 to 15 game win streak at one point, so we definitely played very, very well. Giannis is your MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. I really like this menu too, by the way. Just wanted to, kind of let you guys know that. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Andre Drummond. Defensive Player of the Year, also Giannis. And Wendell Carter Jr., Most Improved. I love to see this. For the first year, literally every single person that I've seen do a rebuild, Wendell is won Most Improved. So I would love to see that in real life, especially since he was on the Bulls at one point. So we went 62-20. That was apparently what we were. So I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Will we have anybody on any teams? Probably not. No, we don't have anybody. But, that's okay. That is okay. I do want to take a look at stats real quick. So Zach LaVine is playing really well. DeRozan's playing well. Vucevic is playing well. Kobe White, 13 and 3 and 4 off the bench. Pretty solid. Lonzo at about 12.5, 5 and 7. Also very solid. Patrick Williams, it does look like he's gaining more badges, and he's also at about 7.5 points. I may put his shot tendency up just a touch, because I do think he needs to be shooting the ball just a little bit more. And Derrick Jones Jr. was pretty decent for us, and so they're not really getting a whole lot of minutes though. That's kind of one of the issues. But I am going to go ahead and change Patrick Williams' shot tendency, because Patrick Williams just needs to be shooting the ball a little bit more. 46 shot tendency. Okay, we're moving that up to at least 70. I will change it in the future, back down or up depending on how his progression goes, but he needs to be shooting the ball more, man. He's kind of the face of the franchise for right now. I did want to say I really enjoy the roster view, though. I love the way that this looks. I love that it's compact. I can see all the way down to the important things, which are potential. I can literally see that entire thing without having to scroll over. I really like that. Same with the stats. I like the stats, the way it's kind of set up, that you can just see more stuff on it. I like the background behind where Zach LaVine is. It's kind of hard to see with my camera, but literally right underneath. I love the way that it moves. I love that it looks like that. I also saw this, and I think this is just so dope that whenever you go to edit your player, he's literally standing in a gym. I don't know why, but that is so appealing to me. I love to see that. It's just so pretty. God, I don't know. I love it. But anyway, they do have the play-in tournament. If you guys haven't watched any other rebuilds as of right now, they do have the play-in tournament. So it is really cool. Obviously, the winner of this 7-8 seed game goes on to play the 2 seed, and then the loser of the 7-8 game and the winner of the 9-10 play each other to get put here. So we'll go ahead and show that from this side because I can't believe that Brooklyn is in the play-in tournament. But so we'll go ahead and simulate through the game and wait. Because they get put down here with Philly. Sorry, the layout was a little bit weird on that. But Brooklyn does end up winning, so Washington, as the loser, gets one more chance in the play-in tournament, so they are on to the next round, so to speak. And then we do have the Knicks versus the Hornets, so we'll simulate through that game, and it looks like the Knicks actually win. So now we have the Washington Wizards, New York Knicks, and over here it looks like the Trailblazers lost, and then it is Minnesota versus Golden State over here. So that's kind of cool. I like it. So Minnesota takes the win over here, and Washington wins over here. So Washington, as the 8th seed, does come in and win it. So pretty cool. We're going up against Washington in the first year. They do have. By the way, I hate this screen. I got to be honest. Like, just the way that they look and everything. I liked 2K21's like look of the lineup so much more. But I mean, it's just a minor detail. It's really not that important. But hey, Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, Kuzma, Hachimura, Daniel Gafford, Thomas Bryant, Trez, Bertans, Neto, and Denny, and then the guy that just drafted, Kispert. So they are a deep team. I just don't know if they're very, very good. We're going up against the Bucks now. Just came off the championship. Odds are we probably won't win, but we can always try, and we actually win in 7. Okay. So now we're going up against the Sixers, who 2K loves Ben Simmons. Hopefully that changes right here and right now, and they win in 5. And the Sixers going to win it all. Joel Embiid's your Finals MVP. But the Lakers did make it. The Lakers did make it to the finals, whereas the Nets got knocked out in the first round. So that's kind of interesting. It's actually pretty insane. But we'll go ahead and go to league meetings. Still going to make sure that all of these are rejected, just because I just don't want to have to deal with that very often. The draft lottery says we potentially could have a 13 pick. I don't think that that's super accurate. No, it's not. So it must have been lottery protected. I would presume. I don't know how we would have even got that pick, but somehow we did. So looks like we definitely need a new assistant GM. I would be willing to, there's so many different positions here that this could get kind of annoying. I'm just going to sign some more people, and I'll see you guys after that. So we're here at the NBA draft. We do have the 29th pick, but other than that, I just don't really know what we would be able to give up for anything. I think Caruso's a decent piece off of our bench as a backup point guard. I like Lonzo Ball. The only thing I could maybe see us doing is just because we just got DeMar DeRozan, but I would love to see what we could get for him. Mostly because he does start to regress a lot as soon as he does hit that that off-season period. So I would like to see if there's anything else we could get for him. I do see Jonathan Isaac here, but he's only an 81. Jamal Murray, what? Why am I getting these offers? Is the trade finder that broken this year? Okay, well, someone can have my 29th pick if they're willing to give me Brandon Ingram. That's insane. So we're going to go ahead and try it out. I do like I know how to make a trade. I do. I got it. Okay. So I do think that was a very, very good trade. Obviously, we for sure 1,000% have to bring back Zach LaVine this year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do want to bring back all of these guys. I'm fine with letting Alize Johnson go, since we do have Derrick Jones Jr. off the bench. Or do we? Hold on. Excuse me. He might be a free agent. So let's see. Derrick Jones Jr. So he's actually a free agent. So I guess we could pick up the team option on Alize Johnson, so that way we wouldn't have to repay Derrick Jones Jr. So that might be financially that might be the best option. I'm gonna let Devin Dotson go. I'm gonna let Troy Brown Jr. go. I'm gonna shorten up the rotation because we definitely have to win, and we definitely have to win kind of soon, unfortunately. So Zach LaVine, you better come back, brother. He does end up agreeing to that, so that's very nice. I would like to keep Tony Bradley around as that backup center. So hopefully he will, accept on kind of like a qualifying offer type thing. And Troy Brown Jr., yeah, I'm going to just let him go. I'm just going to let him go. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with letting him go. So let's go through moratorium. Oh, yeah, and I forgot about this. Oh, all of the content creators for MyNBA are talking about this, and it's ridiculous. The fact that, so all of these guys are G League players, okay? All of these guys are G League players. But let's just say out of realism here for a second. So these guys here are all G League players, but it's a 97 overall, okay? And this guy is a 97 overall as well, Trent Franklin. So these two players are some of the best players in the entire league, and they're from the G League. But if you sign them onto an NBA roster, they still stay at 97 overall, and they are very, very good players. Look at this. Inside, A+, mid, A+, three-point, A+, perimeter defense, A, inside defense, B, playmaking, A, rebounding, B+, B+, A+. Like, holy crap. So those numbers are actually just freaking insane. I don't think there'd be anybody that we could even afford except for this free agency or this G League guy. So I won't be doing that because I just can't force myself to do that, to be honest. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roster real quick just to see what we kind of have. So we do have Lonzo Ball here. He's going to be our starting point guard, of course. We do have Caruso going to be that backup point guard. We have Io as a third option. We also have Zach LaVine, and then I'm going to move Kobe White to the 2. And they took it out to where, they do go down overall if you switch them. So that is kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, I definitely understand it. I get it. So we have Zach LaVine and Kobe White as the shooting guards. We have Brandon Ingram as the 3. It says Patrick Williams at the 4 or at the 3, but he's going to be starting at that power forward spot. So let's see if he does go down. No, he stays the same. So he can be switched. So now you're looking at Lonzo Ball, Caruso, LaVine, Kobe White, Ingram, Pat Williams, Alize Johnson, Vucevic, and Hernan Gomez. So I probably won't make any moves just because I do want this to be at least semi-realistic, except for the fact that we signed Brandon Ingram. But, that's not that serious, I guess. So we did see a lot of improvement this year. Oh my gosh, I almost said LeVar Ball. Lonzo Ball is up to an 85. Brandon Ingram goes up to an 85. Pat Williams up to a 78. Kobe White 78. Caruso 76. I may try to make some moves with some of these guys. I guess, yeah, we'll see. So I'll simulate into next season. I have found a couple draft classes that are somewhat decent. The one that I think I'm going to be rolling with, at least for now, is going to be CMTV Plays. It seems like he really knows kind of what he's doing. So that's what I'm going with for now. That's what I'm going with for now. It doesn't really mean like anything. So I could be changing that up as soon as I find a better one. But I do think we need to make a move. Maybe for a new backup wing player, like a small forward, power forward type player. So like just a forward, I guess. So let's go ahead and see what we can offer here. So I know we have Alize Johnson, and Alize Johnson's on about a 1.9 mil. So maybe we should do Hernan Gomez, and we can't do any of those first, so we'll give an unprotected first and an unprotected second. We'll see what we can get. If there is nothing, I'll check with Alize Johnson as well. And then after that, we'll probably just roll with it. So we could get Buddy Hield. We could get THT, I saw. We could get Cam Thomas. But I just don't think any of those are really making us that much better. Diallo might be solid. But then we wouldn't have a backup center, I don't think. So I think let's just go back and try it with let's try it with Alize Johnson instead. I think that might be a little bit better, truthfully, because then we can try to find a small forward, power forward type of player and not have to worry about having that backup center. So Draymond Green's there, Bertans is there, but all these are kind of crap. Could get just swap first, but no, I guess we're gonna just run with it. Let's go ahead and check out the coach game plan real quick. It looks like we have a pretty decent rotation. Make sure that play physical defense is on, which it is. And then I do want to check out system proficiency as well. Looks like we have balance there, and that's probably going to be the best, actually. So we are going to simulate to the end of the regular season. I'll see you guys there. So was adding Brandon Ingram to the roster good enough for us to win an NBA championship? I don't really know, but let's find out. So we did end up as first in the power ranks again, second in the conference. I'm assuming probably behind either the Sixers, the Nets, or the Bucks. Luka wins MVP, Chet Holmgren Rookie of the Year, Brogdon Sixth Man of the Year over in Atlanta. Okay. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Shea wins Most Improved. Oh my goodness, look at those numbers. Shea's a beast, man. Billy Donovan, our coach, once again Coach of the Year. 57 and 25. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. Like I say every time, I don't think we'll have anybody on any teams, but it's always good to check. Lonzo Ball, proving me wrong. All defensive second team, my boy. So, we'll go ahead and go here. We're second, so we have to simulate the play-in, but we're going to be playing against either Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Detroit, or Indiana. Very interesting teams there that I was not expecting. Going up against Milwaukee here, who pretty much, they have the exact same team almost to a T, but we end up winning in 6, thank God. We're going up against the Knicks now, who added Mikal Bridges. They have Miles Bridges too. Ooh, yeah, they're looking solid. Let's hope we can win, and we do end up winning in 7. Going up against the Sixers, who they did end up beating us last time. Hopefully we can win this time, and we end up winning in 6. Okay, we're going up against the Mavericks, who don't have a very good team, but they do have Luka Doncic. That is the issue. They have Luka Doncic, and we all know that Luka's a beast. But we end up winning in 5. So adding Brandon Ingram did secure us a championship. We love to see that. Vucevic is actually Vucevic was the Finals MVP. I was not expecting that, but hey, all right. So we're not gonna have any picks, I don't think. Bulls? No. We're not gonna have any. So I'm gonna make sure all the important positions are filled. Oh, we need a new coach. Okay. So holy crap! Look at those ratings on the left-hand side. Can we get him? No. Oh, he does sign. Okay, let's go. So we're not gonna have enough money for really anything, I don't think. Oh, and we signed a guard guru. Can we get a wing whisperer too? I mean, sure, if we can. And he does sign. Wow, I was not expecting that in any stretch of the imagination. I was not expecting to be able to sign those guys. So we'll go to the rookie signings here. Austin Fletcher. Wow, what a name. So we did go back-to-back as first in the power rankings, and we actually moved up to first in the conference. So it's no longer the 76ers. I don't know if someone had left from their team or what, but they are now the second seed, I would presume. I honestly didn't look, but I would assume that. Luka wins MVP. Amani Bates, Rookie of the Year. No shocker there, honestly. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Chet Holmgren. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jabari Smith gets Most Improved. I don't know. He was drafted in 2022, so it must have been last year. Michael Stauffer, Coach of the Year, which is our coach, once again. Clark Johnson, Exec of the Year. So, once again, we were very, very solid. Do we have anybody on any teams? No, it doesn't look like it other than Lonzo Ball, all defensive first team. I'm really happy to see that. I truly am, especially as a Bulls fan. But we'll go ahead and simulate the play-in. It looks like we're going up against Cade Cunningham in Detroit. Pretty cool. Cade Cunningham's a monster. Jamal is there. Oh my goodness. R.J. Barrett, Marvin Bagley, Jalen Duran, Jeremy Grant, Saban Lee, Sadiq Bey, Killian. Yo, this team's an 8th seed? Actually, technically a 9 seed? Okay, we do end up winning, though. Okay, very solid, very solid. We're going up against the Cavs, who just have so many big men, it's not even funny. Looks like they added... Well, they had added Chris Boucher, too. So I'm assuming that team they just have so... Oh, my gosh, they have so many people. Or so many big men. So, Levine, Vucevic, Ingram, Pat Williams, Lonzo Ball, they're all doing their thing. They really are. Io. Okay, man. Okay, buddy. His first true, season where he actually got, a bunch of playing time. 7.5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 14 minutes. His per 36 numbers are insane. Oh, my God. Okay. Maybe they're showing Io some love in this game. I'd love to see that. But we'll go ahead and simulate through the playoffs. The Cavs won it all. Whoa! Are you telling me that all these big men there's like a method to the madness here? Like, what's going on? Okay, and Colin Sexton is your Finals MVP. Whoa! I was not expecting that. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me, you guys. We did get a championship in my first ever rebuild with the Chicago Bulls on NBA 2K22. I'm really excited about that. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I do have something in mind for what I'm going to be doing for my next series. My next actual series is going to be a MyGM series. I've never really played MyGM. And if you guys aren't sure what MyGM is, it's where you take the role playing aspects of everything. So anytime a player is upset with you, you'll have an actual conversation with them. You'll talk things through. Maybe I'll play some of those games if they're close or whatever. I really don't know. You guys would see gameplay. I don't know. I have a lot of different things that I'm trying to do this year. A lot of different ideas I'm trying to implement into this game of 2K. I'm really enjoying it so far. And I got to be honest, this rebuild was super fun. And it felt like it was completely different. Just because a lot of the stuff looked a lot different. And I think that was part of it. But I'm going to quit rambling. I know this first video is very long. They will get shortened down. It was just this first one since I was trying to figure everything out. But thank you guys so much for watching. This is King Center signing out. Peace.